Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in the state of hockey. In the previous episode, spoilers, we beat the Winnipeg Jets in 5 games to advance to the second round against the Chicago Blackhawks for the second straight year, actually. So, let's talk about the first round. First round was a little interesting. You know, we won in 5, pretty awesome. But they gave us a fight. There were 2 OT games, could have gone either way. The game number 5 was really weird because apparently Ben Bishop just decided to steal a goaltending position from Jaden Weeman and played most of the game. We jumped into OT and Jaden Weeman was there making saves in OT. And I'm grateful that he was there making saves because I don't trust Ben Bishop at all. And I'm very, very annoyed that the game just decided to put Ben Bishop in there even though Weeman wasn't hurt or anything. That is quite upsetting. But we won nonetheless. We are here in the second round. Game number 1, we won in OT. 6-0 victory, 5-3 loss, and I'm like, oh god, this is going to get a lot more interesting. Game 3 was closer. Game 5, or Game 4 was closer. Game 5 was the end of it. We beat them in OT, lots of chances. Hellebuck stood on his head, but we are here in the second round. Let's check the stats. Anthony Francis is actually at 2 points per game, 10 in 5. He's on a better pace than he was last year. We need him to continue that dominance. 10 points in 5 games. He can score goals. He had the Game 1 OT victory. Okay? But he just can pass the puck and do whatever he feels like. Cale Newman is a guy that has stepped up. He has elevated his game to another level. 87 overall, second line forward. 7 goals in 5 games. None of those are game winners. He had 5 power play goals. The power play is on fire, and he is only playing 16 minutes an evening, which is the craziest part. Guy is an absolute machine, and I love that he's here in Minnesota. Alexei Petrangelov, which he was a question all season. Not a question as in oh, what the hell? Why isn't he doing so well? But I was wondering where he would end up. He ended up with more than a point per game. He had 6 points in 5 games. He had 1 game winner. The 1 goal that he scored was a game winner. And game winners are apparently important. Nils Hoglander was big, 6 points in 5 games. He was also pretty important for us. The captain, Kirill Kaprizov, scored the majority of his goals in the first 2 games. He had a hat trick in game number 1. And he dipped off a bit after there, but 5 points in 5 games is quite good. Pretty good plus minus too. Chris Griffin, the rookie, is making a name for himself. You know, he's always going to be a guy where I'm not sure where he's going to fall in the lineup. I don't think he'll ever crack the top 6, but 3 goals in your first ever postseason performance. One of them being an OT game-winning goal, and the other one also being a game winner. You're making a name for yourself here in Minnesota. Ryan Hartman had 3 points. 2 of those goals came in I want to say it was the 5-3 loss. Jack Hughes was kind of disappointing. Didn't see his name a lot. But I think he was probably shut down due to Jesperi Straka. Jesperi? Did I just say... I meant Jesper. I had Jesperi Kotkaniemi on the mind. I don't know why. Jesper Straka. He was probably shut down. The offense was too much for Jack Hughes, but I think going down the stretch in the postseason, he's going to be big for us. So I'm not super disappointed with that. Ryan Fitzgerald, 1 point in 3 games. Luukkonen wasn't great. He was okay defensively he wasn't great. Louis Langweeder only had 1 point, so that's kind of disappointing that he wasn't much better. The 1 assist actually came to the Game 5 OT winning goal. Can't get much more important than that. Jason Zucker was actually hurt. I don't know when he's supposed to be back. Adam Beckman had 0 points, but he was a +2. So the offense, you had your big guys getting things done, but the bottom 6 wasn't good enough. Defense. Brent Clark continues to light the league on fire. 76 points this year, 72 last year. He had 19 points in 22 games in the postseason last year. He has a point per game this year. What? Dude can't get any more clutch. 4 of those points come on the power play. And his goal comes shorthanded, which you can't get much more impressive than that. He's playing 26 minutes an evening. Surprisingly, Oliver Shillington has 4 points, which is tied for second in defensive scoring on this team, which is quite crazy, but that's important for our depth. Our top 6 will be able to go with any top 6 in the league, but they could get shut down in the process. But if our bottom 6 guys, our bottom pairing defensemen put up important points, you can't ask for much more than that. Quinn Hughes was really solid, 4 points in 5 games. How was he on the power play? He had 1 point on the power play, 1 shorthanded point. 4 points is 4 points, man. Thomas Hickey had 3. He was a +7. That's the best plus minus on the back end. Matthew Dumble wasn't great. Marcus Mironov didn't put up the points, but I'm not super upset with him. Defense was okay. Goaltending. We could talk about... Oh, that's just weird. Oh, Ben Bishop, you absolute tool. Came in for that... Oh, my God. I swear to God, if they find a way to put him in a game. That made me so mad. If we had lost that series, I would have been very, very mad. He had a .666 save percentage. That's weird, guys. That's weird. That's weird. He's the devil. But Jaden Weeman was an all-star that round. I don't want to ever give goaltending too much credit because they usually crap the bed when you need them the most. But he was good. He was good. Okay, but this round, it gets more interesting. The Chicago Blackhawks, I believe, were the second best team in the NHL this year. We had only had 5 more points than them. They were probably the favorites the majority of the season. They came in. They were really good all season. I believe they're 8-1-1 in their last 10. They beat the Blues in 7, one of their longest rivals, in 7 games. And for the majority of the season, we were trailing them. I think we just had a really, really strong end of the season, and we ended up with the President's Trophy to our name, okay? I'm scared of this Chicago Blackhawks team. They went 57-18-7, which is very, very impressive. There's not much more to say, and I know a few players on their team. We faced them last year, but they're older, they're wiser this year, and I'm sure they added a bit. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, let's start from the top. Their first line center is Dylan Strome, 3rd overall pick in Connor McDavid's draft class. They went Connor McDavid, Jack Eichel, and Dylan Strome. The more you know. They have... Okay, we'll talk about Gustav Slychuk, but then you have Alex DeBrincat, a former 40-goal scorer. He's had a few 30-goal seasons. It hasn't been as good since his 41-point season, or 41-goal season, but he's had 86 points before. He's a short guy, but that doesn't matter. Short guys have skill in this league. If you got skill, you can go places, and he has gone places. Gustav Slychuk is the complete opposite. He's a big man. He's 218 pounds, 6'6". I believe he had 63 goals this season, second best in the NHL this year, 93 points, 90 in his rookie season. This guy is a scary player. That first line is dangerous. Second line, you got Alex Nylander, you got Kirby Dack, and you got Patrick Kane. Patrick Kane is almost done. He's got 3 Stanley Cup to his name. Stanley Cup? Did I just say 3 Stanley Cup to his name? 3 Stanley Cups to his name. Plural. That is so mean. How does one player get so greedy? He's still putting up numbers this late into his career. 91 points in 82 games as a 36-year-old. Is he still making 10 mil? He's making 11 mil now. Oh my God. I mean, he's worth it, because it's Patrick Kane. Third line, it doesn't get any easier for us. They have Cole Perfetti, 23 years of age, 88 overall. He's a really solid player there. They got Dominic Kubalik. I think he has over 20 goals IRL this year. Really solid player for the Chicago Blackhawks. Is he going to win the Calder? No. It should be Cale Makar. Matthew Tkachuk, I don't know how they swung this deal. They get him over from Calgary. That is just an offensive guy to... Oh my God, that's not fair. That's not fair. That is not fair, Chicago. They got Noel Acciari, who they paid 2 first-round picks for last season. They got Brandon Saad and Adam Lowry. Excuse me. I'm just choking over here because of how scared I am of that offensive core. I say our top 6 can easily go head-to-head with them. Their bottom 6 is really, really strong. They got some offensive pieces there. They have some really awesome guys on that roster. But how does the defense shape up? They got their big guy in Adam Boquist. We played him last year. We played him well. 57 points in the regular season. Really, really solid guy. He's their best prospect in their system IRL to this date. He's an awesome player there. They got Oliver Shoddy, they got Snudgaard, they got Olsen, they got Gudas, and they got Oleksiak. Gudas is a beauty because he played well. I think we had him here in Minnesota a while back. Yep, we had him right there. He was great. He was great for us, especially on that bad of a team. But other than the top pairing, it's just NHL regulars. Bottom pairing defensemen, nothing super impressive here, but with an offensive core like that, you only need 1 or 2 really awesome defensemen to shut us down. And obviously, their goaltender, Jin Ryon, Chinese goaltender, had the most wins in the regular season this year. 2 more than Jaden Weeman, 904, not the best in the league, but he is a dominant goaltender. Then they have Alexei Gravel as the backup, so a great tandem, any scratch players. Andrew Mangiapane, they got Jason Dixon, and they got Cale Jarnkrok. Even their subs are great. That isn't fair. That's not fair. Okay. I gotta drink some water. I'm not even gonna edit this out because it's too late. No, that isn't even... I'm just making excuses for future Owen editing this video. Okay. And yes, I do record playoff videos back to back to back just to get my emotion on camera because it's stressful and this stresses me the hell out. The Chicago Blackhawks. They are a former dynasty. Minnesota is on the cusp. Cusp? Really, Owen, can you try to string one sentence together? Minnesota is on the cusp of being a dynasty. They're not there yet. They got to win it all first, and then we go from there. We have been to the dance. Chicago has been to the dance. They've won the whole thing plenty of times. We got to beat the best to be the best. They're a dangerous team. I get why they're here, and I get why they could go all the way. Game number 1, we got home ice barely. First period. 0-0. It was a goaltender duel there in the first period. Shots are pretty even. Chicago up by 1, shot 13-12. Okay, that's scary, guys. Second period. 2-0 Minnesota. Marcus Mironov shows up. One of the best defensemen in the NHL. Alexei Petrangelov makes it a 2-goal deficit for the Chicago Blackhawks. Big second period there for the boys. Shots are pretty close. Third period, come on. You got to take these goals when you can get them. Cale Newman on the power play. That's 8 goals in 6 games. Power play for Chicago. We kill it off. Another power play for Chicago. A long one. A huge power play for Chicago, but we shut them down. Brant Clark scores the goal. It's 4-0 Minnesota on home ice to start the second round. That is momentum. A fantastic game for the goaltending. I'm not even going to mention him by name because it's like Voldemort. Everything will go wrong if you mention the goaltending. Jason Zucker is actually back. That is a huge player to get back. I know I love you, Fitzgerald, but your time here is gone. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Jason Zucker, welcome back to the lineup. We have missed you. Just don't get injured. Please. Don't get injured like Evgeny Malkin. Like where we bring you back and you get injured the first game you're back. So don't pull that, please. Game number 2, we have the momentum. Here we go. Here we go, Minnesota. First period of game number 2. 2-1 Chicago. They scored 2 straight. Noel Acciari getting on the board. Patrick Kane getting on the board less than 2 minutes after the first goal. Anthony Francis cutting the lead in half. Don't tick this guy off. He will go off if he needs to. Shots are in our favor, but obviously Chicago has the most important statistic, goals. Second period. Kirby Dack opens the scoring in the second period. Alexei Petrangelov and Brendan Saad makes it 4-2. Yikes, guys. I don't really like the way we're playing here in game number 2. We have shots. We're just not shutting it down. It's still a wide open game. If we get a quick one here, we can still make it our own. Third period. Come on, Minnesota. Can we get a quick one? Power play early. Cale Newman in again on the power play. Plenty of goals on the power play. It's a close one. Plenty of time here in the third period to bring it back for Minnesota. Come on. Don't go out like this, Minnesota. You got plenty of time here. All you need is one to force OT. Come on. Can we get a late one? Minnesota. And Cale Newman ties it with 10 seconds remaining in the third period. This guy is undeniable. He is stepping up in the biggest way possible. He took this team on his back and he said, we're going to overtime. It's 4-4. Shots are in our favor, 33-25. Come on. End it. End it. Cale Newman can complete the hat trick. Come on. Somebody, Minnesota. You come back in the third, finish it. Come on. Power play in overtime. Can't get it done. Power play for Chicago. Oh, we kill it off. Oh, my God. Oh, that was stressful. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Minnesota. Jesus. Oh, my God. First overtime frame is over. You know it's going to end pretty quick here. Oh, my God. Come on, Minnesota. You complete the comeback. Complete it. Complete it here in overtime. You got the shots. Finish it, Minnesota. Come on, Minnesota. Gustav Slychuk shows up. I'm mad after that. I'm mad. We should have just finished it. Damn it. Damn it. We had it. We had it. Jaden Weeman with a pretty awful game there. Yeah, I'm a little upset with that performance, okay? Offense did everything they could. Defense wasn't the best. Goaltending was not the best. It wasn't our best game. The series is tied up heading to the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. First period of game number 3. Here we go. 2-1 Chicago yet again. Patrick Kane opens the scoring. Dylan Strome on the power play. Ryan Hartman. Weeman, the hell are you doing, dude? Are we doing this again? I will not hesitate to put Ben Bishop in the lineup. Don't make me do it. I will do it. Shots are even. It's still an open game. Ryan Hartman scoring a goal. That's important. Okay? Come on. Second period. They make it 3-1. Jack Hughes, I believe that might be his first of the postseason. It's 3-2 Chicago. They are just dominating in shots. There's not much more to say. Come on, tie this game up. Power play early for Chicago. We kill it off. Can we get a goal or two, Minnesota? Can we get a goal or two? Power play for Chicago. God. Really, Minnesota? We're going to go and do that, Weeman. You're going to go and do that. You're going to go and do that. After a fantastic performance in game number 1, you go out there. Oh, just screw off. Screw off, Weeman. Petrangelov with the late goal. Wise Gravel in the net. What a terrible game. You can't shut it down. Shut it. We have one of the best defenses in the entire NHL, and you go and do something like that. You've let in 5 goals in 2 games after a shutout in game number 1. What else am I supposed to do for you, Jaden Weeman, for you to actually perform well? What am I supposed to... No, tell me. Tell me what I'm supposed to do for you. Do you want me to go out and acquire every 90 overall defenseman in the league? Oh, sorry, we have like 3 on our team. Oh, this team. Come on. Chicago's a great team. We are the reigning 2-time President's Trophy winners. Get it done. Get it done. What else am I supposed to do for you, Minnesota, for you guys to actually win the big one? Like, do I go with something like that? Like, I'm honestly not too sure at this point. Do I go with something? I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. I have to trust this team. We need to tie it up here in Chicago. We need to. There's no way. Don't. That's all I'm saying. First period. 1-0. Cale Newman on the power play again. Shots are definitely in our favor. 17-7. Still too close. Second period. 4-1. Yes, Gustav Slychuk ties the game early in the second period. Adam Beckman, Matt Dumba, and Petra Angelov back to back to back. That's how you do the hockey. I tried to formulate a sentence there, but it didn't really sound the best. Third period, we're doubling them up in shots. Come on, Minnesota. Shut it down. Play your style of hockey. Shoot the puck as much as you want. You have 7 shots here in the third period already. Just play your style of game. Power play for Chicago. Kill it off. Don't let them get any momentum. Just let their stats get worse. Jason Zucker's first goal since coming back into the lineup. Power play late. I will take a 5-1 victory. I will take a 5-1 victory every damn day of the week. Cale Newman with a fantastic game. Guys scoring plenty of goals. Francis has been quiet. That's not wrong. It's May 1st, 2025. It's the best of 3 now. And we have been in this position every year in the postseason. I know it's normal for it to happen. Okay. We won 1, they won 1. And they won twice, actually, in a row. Come on. Game number 4, home ice. Let's make it our series, boys. Come on. We have our history. First period. 0-0. It was a goaltending duel in the first period. 7 shots for Minnesota. 11 for Chicago. Second period. Ooh, no! I hate this. No! Oh. They're up by 7 shots, 21-14. Minnesota. All you need is 1. Cale Newman. Kaprasov. I haven't seen you in a while, bud. Anthony Francis. Petra Angelov. Anybody on Minnesota. Become a hero. Make it your series. The best of 3, but I don't want it to go to 7 from... I don't want to play 7 because I want us to win in 6. Does that make sense, Minnesota? Third period. It's all evened up at 0. Come on. 1 will win it. 1 is going to win this game. Oh my God. DeBrincat. No! Come on, If you get shut out, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it, Minnesota. You have a 99 overall on your team and you can't score 1 goal. You can't score 1 goal, Minnesota. 1 goal. You get shut out. You get shut out. I know it's a great goaltender, but you get shut out. Oh, screw you, Minnesota. Screw this team. Are you absolutely kidding me? You should never be getting shut out. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. You should never get shut out. You have a 99 overall on your team, and he's been so ineffective. What do I do? No, tell me what I do because I have no idea what to do. Do I go with something like this? Hoglander up to the first line? I'm not so sure at this point. I'm honestly not sure what to do. Jane Weeman, you actually... No, he wasn't even bad last game. We're down by 1 in the series, and we're going to have to win 2 straight to head back to the Western Conference Finals. Chicago always gets the better of Minnesota. The only time I think we've ever beat them in the playoffs was last year. Minnesota. What else can I say? What else can I say for Minnesota? We lost in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals last year. We need a little bit of redemption. We won 62 games this season. I know we're losing. We're trailing the series to the second best team in the league, but that's why you won the Presidents, because you're better. You are the better team. Make it your series. First period. Here we go. It's do or die, baby. First period. Oh, screw this team. Oh, we scored 2 straight in the second period. Oh, you gotta get my hopes up. This is how they do. This is how they do this. They bring it all the way back. Are you telling me they had... Why does this game have to mess with my head? Langmeter makes it 3-2, 25 seconds remaining. Okay, get this. We're losing 3-2. Okay, that's fair. Going to the third period. Shots are 16 for Chicago. 36 for Minnesota. 36? There is no pep talk, Minnesota. You either win this one or I'm done. Power play for Chicago early. Kill it off. Minnesota, you need one. Minnesota, you need one. Minnesota, you need one. Minnesota, come on. Power play. Power play for Minnesota. Pietrangelo, you beauty. Come on. Come on. Come on. I got Shillington. Shillington late. Oh my God. Game 7. Minnesota. A 3-0 deficit in the first period. And it's... Why was Ben Bishop in the net? Why was Ben Bishop in the net? So Ben Bishop posted a shutout after Weeman allowed 3 straight in the first period. Why are they playing with my emotions? Why are they playing with my emotions? I don't like this at all. Okay. There's nothing I can do. It's do or die. It's do or die. It is do or die, Minnesota. There is no tomorrow. Game 7 against the Chicago Blackhawks. I'll slow sim it. Power play early. Cale Newmanen on the power play. Cale Newmanen 2 times in the first period? Are you kidding me? Cale Newmanen is a god. How many goals does this guy have? Does he have like 2 goals a game? Power play for Chicago. Kill it off. Come on. End this period 2-0. End it 2-0. Come on. Home ice, Minnesota. We're doubling them up in shots. 10-5. I don't like this at all. I like that we're winning. Scoring 2 goals less than a minute apart. Less than 40 seconds, actually. Second period. Come on, Minnesota. Can we get another one? Power play early. Come on. They kill it off. That is a big penalty kill, but the captain shows up for the first time in a long time. The 3-0 goal. Ryan Hartman, a 4th liner, pitching in. It's 4-0 Minnesota. 4-0. 4-0. 4 goals. 4. If we find a way to blow this game, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I will have an aneurysm playing this game. I will straight up die. I will die. And there will be no more franchise mode videos. You hear that, Minnesota? Your GM will die. He'll throw himself from the balcony onto the ice, and his entire body will explode into a million tiny pieces. It's 4-0 Minnesota. Close out. Third period. Come on, Minnesota. Don't even, if nothing happens this period, nothing happens. Alexei Pietrangelo on the power play. Another power play. Just finish them. Is that a hat trick for Pietrangelo? I think it might be. Oh my God. Another power play. It doesn't matter. It's 6-0. There's no way we blow this game. Gustav Slychuk shows up with 2:29 remaining. He shows up again, but it is not enough for the Chicago Blackhawks. We head back to the Western Conference Finals for the second straight year. We come back in round number 2, being down 3-2, and finish it in game number 7. A game 6 3-goal deficit. And it's... They gotta stop playing these games. Please. And our opponent will be the San Jose Sharks. Leafs Philadelphia in the conference finals in the East. Okay. It doesn't get any easier from here. We eliminate the second best team in the league. We pull it out of our behind and we win. We all the magic. We beat them 6-2 in game 7. Yes, boys. Our quest to the Stanley Cup Finals continues. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.